Yo, how we doing, Lions? Laptop stream, laptop stream, laptop stream. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. We Gucci? Are we Gucci?
Previously on Kimba TV. But yeah, Enigma, this is all planned out weeks in advance. We had pixel perfect top short. We have pixel perfect bottom long. Stop loss is this structure change. We've seen this happen many, many times, so, right? Easy money. So this was given in the morning.
How we doing? Get hype. Get hype. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas. Happy holiday. Yo, laptop stream, laptop stream. I'm gonna keep it super simple, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see the TPO level get swept. So if you're in a long, if you're looking for a long, you need it to sweep and come back inside. All right. Otherwise, we're probably gonna, start heading down towards like 82 type of shit, But now that it's Monday, let's see if we can set a week low. Yeah, that's about it. Just keep it pretty simple. All right, let's go. Juice, the juice. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Got Joya, boy. Yoji Yamamoto says, why there wasn't any gap? What do you mean? Why would there be? Cigar says, isn't 77 a gap fill on BTC1? I mean, if there's a gap, there's a gap. What do you mean? Your drum says, Kimba, you juicing? Mega juice. Mega juice. Yeah, it would have been nice to break the 100. But we got like close within a couple $100 or something, right? All right, I'm going to put it back on the CME, all right, guys? Very, 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 very important. Pixel perfect everything, y'all. Oops. I got all my CME stuff. Did y'all hear me typing like crazy? I had to put all my CME things in there, boy. How we doing, OC Legna? I'm doing fantastic, man. It's good to be with you guys, even if it is only for like an hour or so. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you got here late, exclamation rewind. Make sure that you're caught up on the Friday highlights. Make sure you're caught up on the Kimba's Den. All right. But most importantly, do what you plan for. Make sure you have your levels to the upside. Make sure you have your levels to the downside. As we wrap up the year, I hope everybody is, ready to start the new year off with good plans and good protocols, Flatter B says, when do you think out season can begin? We talked about that all last week, right, chat? So Flatter B, I want you to get caught up on all the daily highlights on YouTube starting from last Monday. Okay, Flatter B? And I want you to understand what the December FOMC did. Make sure you read through the interview from FOMC day. And start to look at the probabilities on FOMC for January FOMC. Okay? Long story short, Flatter B, what did I say would be the beginning of alt season? Do you remember? Did you look at Altcoin Nerd Out episode 1? Yeah, so make sure you listen to Altcoin Nerd Out episode 1, and then tell me what the FOMC did. All right, but like look at Focacino, FedNet, Liquidity, QE. You could pretty much ask anybody and they could tell you. Yeah, so TLDR, brother, maybe January FOMC we have to wait for. XY says, did he say long? Yeah, I mean, you could be looking for a long here, but it's got to sweep first. So if you don't know what you're doing, this is literally a continuation from Friday. I gave so many hints on Kimba's Den. I'm in a short right now, but I'm looking to see if I need to close it and go long. So that's why you heard me like TP, putting in TPs and putting in some possible conditional orders on CME just now. Boost Buck says, so you can predict out season 100%. Well, there's nothing for 100%, but again, I would go back and listen to all the TA. We've been prepping for this for about 3 months, so I don't know what you don't know, but we did locate a couple of indicators and data points that have marked the beginning and end of every single altcoin season in the past 10 years, right? So it depends on the data. Yeah, but make sure you get caught up, okay? Exclamation YouTube. Obviously, I have holiday travels, and I'm not gonna be really too aggressive with trading. I'm gonna fucking enjoy my holidays and really try to spend time with the fam. But most likely, for New Year's, I will be streaming and hanging out with you guys. And I'm even thinking about doing a January, first week of January or second week of January streamathon. So if you can hang, you're not going to miss anything, all right? There might be an opportunity to long Bitcoin, to clear 100 again. But and altcoins might have a little bit of a pump, but if you can wait until January, I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of nerd outs, a whole bunch of streamathon stuff. I think I'm gonna do a streamathon. I'm gonna call it tradeathon. Yeah, you know how like Kai had a mafiathon. I'm thinking about doing a chartathon or a tradeathon, and I'm gonna share all of my templates. I'm gonna show you guys how to use the CME templates. I'm gonna give away like 1,000 exos, 1,000 high blocks. But how many of you guys are caught up on Kimba's Den in Discord? Yeah, so I was looking for a short here. I think you guys can kind of tell. I wanted a short right here. So take a look at Kimba's Den in Discord, and yeah, so it didn't go as high as I wanted. Obviously, it was the weekend and Friday night. Lots of liquidity at around 100, like right above 100, but a lot of them got stopped out before reaching the liquidation point, right? But I got this short instead, so. And like the levels to the downside, levels to the upside, they haven't changed since Friday. So, only one pro says Friday was a good low and a poor high, though. Was it? So, wouldn't it make more sense to clear the poor high? Does it? Well, my question to you, only one pro, is what is the logic behind that? Like, articulate why it would make more sense for you. Mainly, can you tell me the last couple times that it did that? Yeah, so anybody can really make up whatever. Only one pro, but very few people can actually articulate the logic. So instead of just blurting out what would make sense to you, what wouldn't make sense to you, articulate the actual logic. Okay, that'll help. Because right now, like if you're wrong, how do you fix that? You feel me? Like if you're wrong, how do you know what to improve next time? So say based off of this, this, and this, I am concluding that this is the higher probability. And if it's not the higher probability, at least you know what data points you can, revisit. But if you blurt something out and you don't have a way to fix it, then don't it's not even worth blurting out. It's just random bullshit that your brain is making up. Does that make sense? Vano says same short. I think like a couple hundred of you guys have the same short. Yeah. Did it make sense, Vano? What I wanted Friday night. I mean, I showed you guys this too, but I wanted that, right? Yeah, so we didn't exactly get up there, but yeah, I'm in that one, so we'll see. And I'm shaving a little bit, and then I'll let maybe like 40% run. And I'm also gonna be getting a long at the same time too. So it just needs to give me that nice 30-minute candle close, right? Like we talked about in the beginning of the stream. So let's get it. Let's get it. Nothing too crazy, you know what I mean? Only one pro says only one pro. That's not logic. So I felt like is not logic. Don't trade like that, okay? Also, there is a bullish trident. I don't know. Yeah. So have you nerded out on trident? Or are you just kind of you think that you know? But have you spent a couple of weeks on tridents and all the quantitative prerequisites? Like I don't know what you don't know. Some people will literally see me draw a trident and they think that they know what a trident is. And they didn't nerd out. They didn't, look at all of the mathematical requirements that you would need for it to be a trident. Yeah. So basically only one pro. If I don't know what you don't know. So just, make sure that you're objective, you're self-aware. All right. But yeah, that's you said that was my logic, but that's not logic. So do it like this, based off of data point A, data point B, and data point C. Nothing that you mentioned was data, right? So I saw that Friday ended up with a bad high and a good low, so I felt like Monday should clear the high. That's just your personal opinion. That's not data. Okay? So data would be something that quantifiably, right, unarguably increases your probability that your trade is going to work. Okay? So when you say, I felt like Monday should clear the high, does that definitively increase your probabilities? Dayox says, Kimba, if BTC nuke hard, would the money flow into out immediately? No. Mandalo says, hearing you say hedge long does not sound that Gucci. Yeah, because, well, first things first. So, I TP'd a little bit at 93.3 on CME and filled on a long at 93.3 on CME Mandalo. Yeah, it would be dope if we can get back towards like 103. That would be my ideal scenario, Mandalo. So like a, $10,000 move will be nice. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know, it's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of resistance all the way up to 103, so maybe like 101. TD Dubs, my stop loss on the long would probably be like the lower low. Yeah, but I'm not fully filled yet because obviously the 30-minute candle hasn't closed. And I TP'd a little bit on my short here too. So TD Dubs has thought you said you went long. Yeah, but did you get caught up or you didn't do that? Yeah, I mean, it's almost the end of the year and we're going to be moving into the new year, right? Make sure that you start the year off and end the year off with good habits. All right? I don't know what you heard. Yeah, but you do know that I've been looking for a short since Friday, right? Did you read the Kimba's Den posts on Friday? So on Friday, I wanted this short. I wanted somewhere, break, like swing fail, maybe even tap that, come right back in. I wanted a short up here. Maybe even like get into like there. Yeah, but I had to settle for this one. All right, TD Dubs. Yeah, so rewind and get caught up, brother. Okay, TD Dubs. I don't know what you heard. Yeah, but it's a small little hedge right now. RJ says, I rewinded and got caught up. What level were you needing to get swept and tucked back in? RTH. So it has to get above basically 94,000, 94.2. Alrighty, and make sure that you watched. This is purely a continuation of Friday. So, in my opinion, if you don't know what's going on, then you didn't understand Friday. And that's okay. But in order to understand today, you need to be able to understand Friday. Okay? Do not make a decision for a position today independent of the narrative from Friday. Okay? So if you watch the Friday highlights, I even posted in Kimba's Den, okay, on Friday night. All right? And then I told you guys what level I was looking at. We got live filled this morning. Okay? So I hope you guys understand. As of right now, I have pixel perfect on derivatives, and I'm like 80% filled on 70%. I'm eyeballing it 60, 70%, probably not 80, but 70% on CME now. All right. I told you guys exactly where I was getting filled. Now that we've tapped 886. Yeah. And it's a hedge long. All right. So, Coke Zero says, I have pixel perfect long. Yeah, I think everybody does. Yeah. Semi Chemola says, where's the stop loss yet? I'm going to wrap up the stream, so rewatch the VOD again, okay? And what I want you to focus on is why the stop loss is there, okay? And if you understand that logic, you can apply that to every future trade, and you'll never have to ask me where my stop loss is again. All right? It's a lot more important to understand why the stop loss is where it is instead of some random number for that specific trade, right? So rewatch the VOD, get caught up on the highlights, and make sure you understand why my stop loss is there. Okay? Because the logic, you can apply that for every single trade moving forward. All right? But I have pixel perfect entry on derivatives. So the hedge long is now active. And I still have the short from the trend line. So I feel like I've pretty much set myself up pretty well for this week. Whichever one outlasts the other is what will survive through the holidays. All right. And then you've got, 886, 75, 618 rotation, invalidation, VWAP, all that stuff. So it'll be a great way to kind of test yourself to see how you guys are doing. All right. Zohai says SPX Gamma. Yeah, just type exclamation rewind. And when I wrap up the stream, watch the VOD from the beginning. All right, Zohai? Any other questions? You guys good? Pretty straightforward stuff. All right. So Zohai says, could you please make it understandable? Is it pump or dump? The reason why you don't understand is because you're asking questions like that. Yeah. So try to get caught up on the highlights, but be here this first week and second week of January, and we're going to do a little bit of a boot camp. What could you go over the levels again? Sure. Yeah. So levels to the upside. This is CME, obviously. Okay. Let's just call it 98,050, 101,000, and then 105,500. Okay. To the downside, like obviously we already tapped it, the 93.3 that I told you guys about for my CME entries. And then right below that would be 92.6, 92.5, something like that. Hey, shout outs to everybody that was here on time. I'll see you guys same. Let's see, what time tomorrow? Let me just check my schedule for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be on same time tomorrow, y'all. If I see anything juicy, I'll post in Kimba's den again. Okay, like let's say for example, it sweeps the lower low or something like that, and like I get stopped out and retake the long or something, or I close all of the short. I'll let you guys know in Kimba's den.